It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to January the 3rd of the year 2025. It still sounds like science fiction to me. When the Nashville Predators were in Vancouver to take on the Canucks, that also sounds like science fiction. Head coach Andrew Brunette deploys his lines of defensemen in the following way: Forsberg, Stamkos, and Marchessault, Nyquist, O'Reilly, and Nastroza, Jankowski, Svechnikov is back in the Nashville Predators. Evangelista, Weisblatt making his NHL debut, McCarron and Sissons maybe your fourth line. Yossi and Barron, Shea and Blankenberg, Stastny back in the lineup. Shen is his defensive partner. UC Saros gets the start on the road in Vancouver. We're 3-1 into the first period. Before we get to our first action, UC Saros coming with a save on Sherwood. That is the first shot on goal of the game at the 3:19 mark of the first period. Saros comes with the save on Miller's breakaway. Huge early moment in the game for one of the first. Lankinen comes up with the save on Brady Shea at the 7:52 mark of the first period. It's Lankinen coming up with the save on Svechnikov at 8:49 of the first period. It's Saros coming up with the save on Soucy through heavy traffic out there. The 9:41 mark sees McCarron versus Joshua, 5 minutes each. Some old scores to settle with Joshua going back to last year's playoff series, possibly playing out right there on the ice. 10:19 now at the first period. It's Lankinen coming with the save on the captain, Roman Yossi, and with the 12:08 mark now of this first period, it's Lankinen with the save on Nyquist's one-timer. 14:11 to the first. Saros comes with the save on Sherwood. 16:43. Saros a save on Sherwood, and the rebound has to be cleared out of the crease area by the defense. Sherwood buzzing all over the place against his former team, the Nashville Predators. 17:59 the first period. Saros coming with the save on Miller's backhand. He cuts to the middle and has a great scoring chance. Saros, a big-time save, one of many in the first period. As a matter of fact, one of 10 here in the first period. Vancouver Canucks outshoot the Nashville Predators 10-9 in the first period. At the 11-second mark of the second period, it's Bluger putting the puck into the net, but the goal is waved off immediately for goalie interference. No review, no challenge, face off, so we go back to 0-0 score. We're at the 16-second mark, so just 5 seconds later, it's Saros having to go back to work already, coming with a save on Sherwood after getting plowed in the previous play. 2:35 now, the second period. Saros coming with a save on DeBrusk at the 2:47 mark of the second period. UC Saros is coming with a save on Garland at the post with the skate. Another of a high-quality save in this game. A number of them by UC Saros. 5:18 now of the second period. It's Lankinen coming with the save on Heinestroz at the 29 mark of the second period. It's UC Saros coming with the save on Garland at 9:22 of the second. It's Heinen off the box. 2 minutes for hooking on Weisblatt. Weisblatt making a difference in his first game as a Nashville Predator. Marchessault, though, picks up a penalty. 2 minutes for tripping, negating the power play, making it a 4-on-4 scenario for 1 minute and 5 seconds. And let's be honest with you, while each team had a little bit of power play time plus some 4-on-4 time, it was pretty ugly hockey in here with both teams getting good chances, but nobody being able to hit the net. Both teams coming close, but not close enough. 12:49 now. Hoaglander's off the box. 2 minutes for roughing. Lankinen would have to come with a save on Luke Evangelista, but that was a low-danger wrist shot. As a matter of fact, it was basically a dump, and while Lankinen was just standing there at the top of his crease, gloved it down easily and held on. Now we go back to even strength hockey. We find ourselves in 16:53 of the second period. That's where we find Steven Stamkos breaking through on the score sheet for his 12th goal of the season. It was a give and go with Marchessault at the left circle, and a heavy one-timer beats Lankinen clean. The Nashville Predators have a 1-0 lead on Stamkos' 12th of the season. That would be the final event of the second period. We hit the end of the period with Vancouver out shooting Nashville 20-12. So the Vancouver Canucks with 10 shots on goal in each period. The Predators with 9 in the first, but only 3 in the second. Benefit for the Predators, one of those 3 actually went in. 11 seconds into the third period, UC Saros coming with a save on Bluger. We are 2:41 now into the final period here, and UC Saros is coming up with a save on Heinen. 3:03 now of the third. It's Saros coming with a save on 4:44. Saros continues doing the heavy lifting here with a save on Sasson, and at 5:04 of the third period, it's Forsberg off the box. 2 minutes for holding in the offensive zone. Bad penalty right here by Philip Forsberg, but the Predators' penalty kill, which has fallen in the rankings as of late, looking to climb back up the charts with an appearance like this. 0 shots against and a very strong penalty kill, bailing Philip Forsberg out in this scenario. We hit the 7:43 mark now of the third period. UC Saros coming up with a save right here at the 8:16 mark of the third period. Lankinen coming with a save on Heinestroza at 9:21 of the third period. Saros coming with a save on Suter's redirect. Tough job right here, tracking the puck right here. Otherworldly skills by the netminder for the Nashville Predators. 9:33 of the third period. Lankinen coming with a save on Luke Evangelista's breakaway. Evangelista gets in too tight and he can't make the play. Tough one here for the Nashville Predators as they were looking to break this one open. 10:48 now, halfway through the third period. Lankinen coming with a save on Blankenberg. We flip over to the backside of the sheet and we pick the action up at 12:45 where we find Luke Evangelista off the box. 2 minutes for high, sticking with that Predators penalty kill, which has been so strong in this game, is about to duplicate that effort from earlier. As a matter of fact, this one might have been even better. 0 shots on goal. Stastny and Yossi out there doing the work. As a matter of fact, leading the rush. And if they hadn't given the puck to Michael McCarron, they probably would have found a shorthanded goal off of that rush. So Stastny and Yossi deserve a lot of credit for what they were doing out there on the penalty kill. Back to 5-on-5 hockey in the final minutes. We're about to hit the empty net scenario. 16:45 of the third period. Lankinen coming with a save on McCarron. 17:27. Saros comes up with a save on Myers. And at 18:16 now in the third period, it's Gus Nyquist with his 7th goal of the season into the empty net. Nyquist has been looking to break through for quite some time. As a matter of fact, the last time he scored a goal was when the Predators were in Vancouver and picked up a victory. So Gus Nyquist picks up the empty net goal, making it 2-0 in favor of the Nashville Predators. We go to the 19:28 mark of the third period, and it's Colton Sissons with his 4th goal of the season, also an empty net goal. Some patience there to elude the defender and pop that puck into the top part of the net. That gives the Preds a 3-0 lead over the Canucks, and that's going to be your final. The Canucks do outshoot the Nashville Predators 27-19 for the game. So the Nashville Predators get 9 shots on goal in the first period and 10 shots on goal for the remaining 2 periods, but the only ones that matter are the 3 of those 10 that went in, and that gives the Nashville Predators a 3-0 victory in Vancouver, their 2nd road win of the year in Vancouver, only their 4th road win of the season. So half their road victories this season have come against the Vancouver Canucks. So again, the Predators do win this thing 3-0 against the Canucks. UC Saros gets a shutout. It was absolutely stellar in this performance. Vancouver Canucks outshoot the Predators 27-19, and the Preds, at least for one night, get a chance to take a deep breath. But those deep breaths are probably going to hurt, because what you haven't noticed and what you won't pick up until the box score was the physical toll that this game took on the Nashville Predators. The Vancouver Canucks knew that they were undermanned, and they knew they were a little bit underskilled as far as their top-end offensive threats, so they came out with a mission to play Rick Tocchet-style hockey and to go out there and prove a point and bury the Predators into the ice, and they did that for much of this game. That was an incredibly physical game that the Nashville Predators just won. It was an incredibly physical game, kind of one-sided. Vancouver really handed it to the Preds throughout this game. We'll get into that in the box score, the numbers, and more coming up and next, right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.